My dear, I should never have hidden the truth about my past from you, and I regret not sharing everything with you from the very beginning. You deserved honesty, openness, and clarity, but instead I let fear guide me, and for that, I am truly sorry. When you came into my life, I was still carrying the heavy weight of my previous relationship. I was hurting, quietly yet deeply, in places I didn't even know could ache. I felt drained, emotionally exhausted, and convinced that love was no longer something meant for me. After everything I had gone through, I believed I was done with relationships altogether. I had no strength left to rebuild myself if I were to fall apart again. I had locked every door to my heart, thrown away the key, and sworn never to search for it again. So when I first met you, I didn't expect anything, no spark, no connection, no possibility of something meaningful. I genuinely thought you would be just another passerby in my life. I didn't think my heart had any space left, nor did I believe it was capable of opening again. That's why I stayed away from you. It wasn't that I didn't notice your affection or that I didn't appreciate it. In fact, I did. I felt it. I saw it. But I couldn't bring myself to reciprocate, because I was terrified of falling back into the same cycle of hope, vulnerability, and heartbreak. My silence and distance were shields, not games. But something unexpected happened, so gradual and gentle that I didn't even realize it at first. Day by day, you started becoming a part of my routine, then a part of my thoughts, and eventually a part of my heart. Your presence became comforting, like a quiet warmth that slowly melted the ice I had built around myself. I found myself looking forward to seeing you, listening to you, talking to you. Your company, once something I tried to avoid, became something I sought without even meaning to. And before I knew it, I had developed feelings I couldn't ignore, no matter how hard I tried. The moment I realized I was falling for you, fear rushed back into me. My mind kept warning my heart, reminding me of every painful memory it had endured. I didn't want to repeat my past. I didn't want to risk breaking again. So instinctively, I stepped back. I distanced myself, trying to protect whatever fragile piece I had managed to rebuild. But this time, staying away from you was nothing like before. It wasn't easy, it hurt. I found myself watching you from afar when you weren't paying attention, stealing glances just to reassure myself that you were still there. Every moment of distance felt heavier than I expected. Despite my hesitation, despite the fear, something inside me urged me to try again, to give this connection a real chance. Maybe it was the way you treated me with such sincerity, or the way your presence felt safe, or the way your warmth seeped through even the thickest walls of my heart. Whatever it was, it convinced both your heart and mine that this bond deserved more than fear. Yet I never told you why I pulled away, and you assumed I was simply playing hard to get. But that was never the truth. I was not pretending, nor trying to create mystery, I was simply scared. Scared of loving, scared of losing, scared of repeating history. Now, looking back, I am grateful, immeasurably grateful, that I met you. You did something I once believed was impossible. You healed me in ways I didn't even realize I needed healing. With your love, patience, and kindness, you pieced together the broken parts of my heart, not by force, but by simply being yourself. You made me believe in love again, gently reminding me that not every person is meant to hurt me and that not every story ends in pain. You brought genuine happiness back into my life, the kind that reaches the eyes, the kind that feels warm even on the coldest days. You colored my once dull, gray world with shades of love, joy, and hope. You turned ordinary moments into memories worth holding on to. Having someone as beautiful, loving, and understanding as you in my life feels like one of God's greatest blessings. I cherish you more than I can put into words, and I pray that you always remain by my side. I no longer want to run, hide, or protect myself from feelings that were always meant to be shared with you. Instead, I want to embrace this love, nurture it, and watch it grow with you. Now, I want a future, a happy, fulfilling life filled with laughter, peace, and love. I want all of it, but only with you. No more hesitating, no more stepping back. I am excited to love you more deeply with every passing day. Let's build something beautiful together, something filled with joy, trust, and endless affection. With you, my dear, I want a relationship overflowing with love and happiness. Sweetheart, my precious baby, I love you more deeply than I ever imagined possible. Sometimes I sit quietly and wonder if love like this can even have a limit. I ask myself whether there is anything at all, that I wouldn't do for your happiness or your smile. Every time, the answer is the same: there is nothing I wouldn't do for you. My love for you is vast, endless, and boundless. My patience, too, becomes infinite when it comes to you. I find myself willing to give up my own happiness, my dreams, and even the desires I once cherished, all for the sake of seeing you truly happy. If life ever demanded it, I know in my heart that I would lay down everything just to protect you. I would stand firm against anyone who dared to hurt you or point fingers at you. I can live without countless things, but I cannot imagine a life without you by my side. I don't know exactly when this love grew so deep. I loved you before as well, of course I did, but back then the love felt gentler, lighter, perhaps not so unconditional. Now, as each day passes, I feel myself falling deeper, sinking further into this emotion that wraps around my heart. It surprises me sometimes that I have reached a point where I would walk away from everything I know, everything familiar, simply for one person, simply for you. Yet when I feel the warmth of this love, when I think of the way my heart beats differently because of you, I realize that love truly is an incredibly powerful force. It can change you, challenge you, and make you capable of things you never thought possible. And I am genuinely enjoying the way this love fills me, with tenderness, with care, with a sense of belonging I had never felt before. I pray to God that I may continue to love you with a depth no one in this world has ever reached for anyone. You are extremely special to me, more precious than you may ever fully understand. I feel blessed, truly blessed, because through you I have been given the gift of experiencing emotions this strong, this intense, this life-changing. Being with you feels like stepping into heaven on earth. I don't need grand things or a perfect world, all I need is you. As long as you are with me, my life feels beautiful, meaningful, and whole. I have waited so long for someone like you. So many moments in my life felt incomplete, as though something essential was missing, but I didn't know what it was until you arrived. When you finally came into my life and allowed me to call you mine, it felt like my prayers had been answered. Prayers I whispered every single day, asking God to bless me with someone who would genuinely love me, care for me, and understand me. And in His generosity, God didn't just give me someone, He gave me the best person I could ever dream of. He brought me you. Only after meeting you have I learned what real love is. Before you, my understanding of love was blurry and shallow. I thought love meant simply being together, sharing moments, laughing, being close and intimate. But now I realize those were only fragments, tiny pieces of a much larger truth. Love, as you've taught me, is about understanding each other deeply, supporting one another through every challenge, guiding each other with honesty and kindness. Love means being a source of strength when the other person feels weak, being a source of comfort when the world feels overwhelming. It's about holding someone's hand through both good days and terrible ones, reminding them that they never have to face anything alone. Love is trust, pure, unwavering trust. It's about believing in someone with your whole heart, and just as importantly, respecting the trust they place in you. You've shown me that love isn't about perfection, it's about presence. It's about standing by someone's side, even when life becomes chaotic or uncertain. It's about speaking gently when tensions rise, choosing patience when frustration appears, and offering reassurance when fears whisper loudly. Thank you, with all my heart, for correcting my misconceptions about love. Thank you for showing me a version of love that is deeper, richer, more meaningful than anything I had imagined before. You have opened my eyes to what love truly is, not just a feeling, but a commitment, a promise, a constant presence of warmth and loyalty. Because of you, I finally understand love in its truest form, and I cherish every moment of it. I love you endlessly, and I carry that love with me in every breath, every thought, every beat of my heart.